In a small, sun-drenched town, nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines, Pastor Ralf Friedrichs stood at the pulpit of his modest church, his words echoing with the weight of personal struggle and profound faith. With a slight tremor in his voice, he shared tales that danced between despair and hope, weaving a tapestry of resilience that radiated warmth to every heart in attendance. Ralph's journey was not one of ease. It was a gritty saga of addiction that had once shackled him in unmanageable darkness. Bottoms Up, Surrendering to God, Not to Booze, was more than a title. It was the anthem of his transformation. Each page turned revealed raw moments of vulnerability, where he laid bare the chaos of his past, nights filled with regret, the bitter taste of alcohol that dulled his senses, and the flickering flame of faith that against all odds ignited his path to sobriety. As he spoke, the congregation leaned in, feeling the pulse of his truth, the resonance of struggle that had carved deep lines in his soul. Laughter and tears intertwined as he recounted how surrendering to God had become his lifeline, and how through each challenge he had unearthed strength he never knew existed. His book, Struggles Became My Strength, was a beacon of light, encouraging others to embrace their own adversities as the crucibles of personal growth. But Ralf was not just a preacher of his own plight. He was a champion for the youth of his community. Say Yes to Hugs, No to Drugs stood as a heartfelt plea for compassion, urging open conversations about choices, love, and the importance of steering children towards a healthier, brighter future. On one occasion, he watched a group of teenagers, their eyes filled with uncertainty. With the gentle warmth of a mentor, he wrapped his arms around them, fostering a connection that transcended words. Yet as he shared his message, shadows of doubt loomed. Could he truly reach those lost in addiction, struggling in silence? There were moments when he felt the weight of his mission threatening to crush him. During these times, he turned to his pen, pouring his fears into pages that would ultimately become Rock Bottom to God's Grace, A Climb to Glory. It was a guiding light for many, urging them to see that even the lowest points could be a launchpad to divine grace. With each sermon, Ralph's narrative shifted from personal testimony to a collective call to action, urging his listeners to transform their lives and embrace the love of Christ. In Chaos to Calmness, Living for Christ, he reflected on how his faith had steered him away from the tumult that once engulfed him, offering a roadmap to serenity. His words painted vivid pictures of still waters and gentle breezes, inviting each soul to step into a life meant for abundance and joy. As he wrapped up a sermon one Sunday, Ralf felt a palpable shift in the atmosphere. The weight of shared struggles hung in the air, yet so did the intoxicating scent of hope and possibility. With a heart full of gratitude, he reminded his congregation of the importance of living authentically, as captured in The Truth Cannot Lie, which urged them to embrace their vulnerabilities as instruments of strength and connection. In the journey of faith, Ralf had transformed from a man shackled by addiction to one who wielded his experience as a tool for liberation. His books, Start with Christ, Live with Christ, End with Christ, and Preaching for Christ, Sermons from Reverend Ralf Friedrichs, encapsulated his mission to spread love and understanding, illustrating that faith is not just an anchor, but a sail, pushing us toward our destinies. As the sun set behind the hills, casting a golden glow upon the town, Ralf looked out at the faces